these amazing, interesting characters from Bodies and Irreversible Detriment. Now that's a mouthful. And I have the director here, Ben Laskus, and one of the stars, Jake Shelton. So tell me a little bit about this film and what inspired you.
I kept reading about this disorder, body integrity identity disorder, in which people want to amputate limbs because it feels like it doesn't belong to them. People don't believe this thing is real, but it's real.
That's what I was going to ask. Is this actually real?
Yeah, it's an actual disorder. I mean, it may exist in all over the world, but they've just found very few cases of it. Usually it's like very privileged people who have the ability to find out that this is what's actually wrong with them, but it's a blip in when your brain is mapping out your body. It doesn't identify a part of it, so these people actually physically feel, not that I hate that and I don't want it, but just that it's not a part of my body.
Hi, we are here with the director John Haynes from the Untitled Zombie Project. How are you doing?
Good, I'm doing great. It's a mockumentary about a documentary crew following around a producer and a director. So they get their project greenlit in this universe where zombies are reality, and it's the process of making the show happen. This was the first place we submitted it to, Zombie Project, and we're thrilled to get it.
And the response has been awesome.
Oh yeah.
Everyone has loved the film.
Hi, I'm Marie Mounier, French name.
So tell us a little bit about this film. I know that it deals with a woman finding her femininity.
A woman who's not really confident with herself, and one day she goes to a burlesque show, there's a matinee show, and it's like a revelation for her, and she discovers her femininity, her sexual life through this show.
I'm Tony Glazer. I was the director and chose me on the left card.
Tyler Hollinger, actor, writer.
Hi, Bree Michael Warner, producer, actor.
Hi, Christian Kyber, executive producer, writer, and actor.
Molly Gray, actor.
Hi, Robert John Kyber, actor. I got my job because my son produced it.
Katie Henney, actor.
Brooke Hoover, actor.
We couldn't be more thankful to be here at Soho Film Festival. In my opinion, the audience and the people involved in this festival really have just, blown it out of the water, to use a sea term, as you can see. Trust Me, I'm Lifeguard. It's a real fun film, and the audience just loved it today.
We had a film last year, Junction, that was in the festival. We had an amazing time here, and also along with the great time that we had with the film, I got to meet Tyler and Christian and Bree. We were on the same circuit, and so that is where we met. So you can actually say that this project started at Soho International Film Festival last year.
Hi, we're here with the awesome, very talented director Raymond Shue from American Odyssey.
We were wondering what would happen if Francis Ford Coppola dosed George Lucas with some, mushroom tea, magic mushroom tea, or acid, or anything. Through college, I got more into the movie brat era and was really studying kind of the philosophies and, the techniques that they were using when they didn't really have any money yet.
I am here with the producer and the main character of Free State, Stephen Chikarimbo, who came all the way from South Africa, Zimbabwe, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this film because it touches upon a very, very controversial but very interesting topic, forbidden love.
Some of the racism that has been there in Africa was mainly a way to outdo the other economically. And tables have turned now, and Free State attempts to deal with those issues.
I'm here with the director of Breathe.
But it's about a woman who is going through her daily routines in her daily life and kind of gets bored with it all, and she's starting to do self-reflection of what it is she does on in her daily life. She's an android. One of the guys that I wrote this with, Samuel Trim, he and I were both computer science majors at Texas State, and so we wrote artificial intelligence, and we were fascinated with the idea of artificial intelligence.
Hi, I'm here with the director, Azadi, one of the main actresses, Aris, from Lola, an amazing, awesome story between two women and a relationship with her father.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what was the inspiration for this film.
The film was actually written by Jorge Gonzalez. He is a very regional writer, if you will. He works a lot with social constructs in Puerto Rico and the complexity between those. I'm usually social differences.
And where are you guys from?
Puerto Rico.
Originally Puerto Rico.
Yeah. My style is very different. It's very silent and very moody and slow.
European, very European style.
And then Jorge is very, it's more quirky and it has a lot more comic relief.
I am here with the director of Tammy, Martin Novakovic.
It's kind of inspired by a mother-son relationship, a coming of age in reverse, kind of where the mother is kind of coming of age into her own kind of life, and the son's not letting go of the parameters set by childhood and that kind of thing. It's kind of a bit comical in that sense. It's like the guy's attachment to their mothers kind of thing. He feels with like ridiculousness, you know, like the expectations of what a mother's supposed to be, what she's supposed to do, that kind of thing.
I'm here with the very talented writer and director of Tiger Lily Road, Michael Medeiros, and you are premiering today at 4 o'clock. Are you really excited?
Yes, I am. And I've been sort of lucky enough to be visiting an area of rural Connecticut for a few years, and I really fell in love with it. It has many magical qualities. And then when I stumbled into the story of these characters, it was just an instant win to meld the two together, to put the characters into that place that I already knew and loved. It's a dark comedy about the really weird relationship experiences women can have, especially when they're over the age of 40, and all the men are either crazy or addicted to something or married.
One of my most memorable moments on set would be when I was handcuffed to the bed and Michael decided to call lunch break. They left me in the room handcuffed to the bed, and it wasn't a joke like, oh, see, Tom, we got you. It was, I sat there for like 3 minutes. I was like, guys.
So these guys not only are stars, writers, directors, producers, cinematographers, you guys kind of did it all, right?
Yeah, well that's the deal is Joel and I met on the first day of film school a few years ago in Vancouver, British Columbia, and after that first day we started making movies together, and ever since then it's sort of been just like an ongoing thing. Went to Burning Man a few times, once with my sister, and we realized that in this land where like they were encouraging like radical self-expression and open-mindedness and that sort of thing in this temporary city that people set up, it only makes sense that my parents who raised us to kind of live under these mindsets would get down in a place like this. So we talked them into going and made this movie about it.
I just was in that theater and I saw everyone going crazy. So how do you feel that you just had your premiere here at the Soho International Film Festival?
I feel ecstatic, to say the least. Like, it was such a receptive crowd, like this insane mix of like burners and not so burners. Like, it was such a strong Burning Man presence in New York, and it was just so awesome to have them all there. Like, there's so many sleepless nights that were like put into this project, and just like even that screening alone, like a couple hundred people there, like that kind of reaction, that alone, like that makes it worth it.
It's sort of our take on the genre. We wanted to take urban, gritty characters and kind of bring them out into the country. Part of what inspired the film actually was the fact that my uncle has a working farm in upstate New York called Northshire Farm. And so we wanted to explore a story where there might be certain characters who are caught between, or feeling the tug between a life of crime and maybe pursuing artistic or creative endeavors.
We started writing this thing years ago. We finally said, you know what, let's just do it, let's get everything together, let's call all the favors in, let's get it done, and we did. We're really excited.
So how long did it take you to put this together? How long was pre-production?
From start to finish, it's been about a 1.5 to 2 year process. Yeah, it's been an adventure the whole way.
Well, a year ago at my son's birthday party, we had a pinata, and one of the little boys totally severed the head of the pinata in like the first whack, and a couple of my friends put the pinata head in my bed, all of the Godfather. So then we got the idea it would be so funny if there was this like tragic character that had all this like crazy stuff happen to her, like the Godfather maybe reenacted, except it'd be pinata head with like leaf twizzlers and strawberry syrup and things like that.
I think sometimes you get gifts, sometimes you think you're not gifts, so they turn into duplicates. Particularly some characters who sometimes can really irritate you, and then in retrospect they can be just a wonderful gift that you get.
Thank you guys another round of applause. And thank you.
First question, where did the idea for this come from?
It's out of like a woman asking someone for just a small little favor, and that favor was a kid.
Tell me about the process, how many days did you shoot, all that kind of business.
We wrote it for about
4 months. Ish. She wrote and produced for about 4 months total. Shot it in 5 days, and then the editing process took about
a couple months to.
with the sound and color took about 2.
How long was the shoot?
Well, it was 20 days and then some. So when I got to the end of the principal photography, I just kept discovering things while I was editing. Oh, I had that. That would be interesting. Or I had that. So I was a little fuzz around. I actually spent quite a few weeks watching a condom float down a mountain stream because it had such wonderful motion to it, like this little thing that was alive, this live beast that so it's a good classic American video.
Well, the scene where I get into bed with Annie after we bring Russell to the garage. Right. So I get into bed with her, and Michael had me bringing a vibrator into bed with Annie. And if you didn't shoot it right, you hear the sound, and all of a sudden, like, it's something like, what? So I can sleep. And I said, I don't know that. I said, no, you can do that. No, you can do that. You're right.
I calm her down. And I'm also so thankful for this cast. I feel like I got the cast from heaven. And I say that with all my heart.